into the rainforest. Moments before, the forest had been alive, with the sounds of squawking birds and howling monkeys. Now all was quiet as the creatures watched the man and wondered why he had come. And the man stopped and pointed at the great teapot tree. He took the axe and carried and struck the trunk of the tree.
Whack, whack, whack.
The sounds of the blow rang through the forest. The wood was very hard.
Chop, chop, chop.
The man wiped off the sweat that ran down his face and neck.
Whack, whack, chop, whack, chop.
Soon the man grew tired and he sat down at the rest of the foot of the great teapot tree. Before he knew it, the heat and the hum of the forest had longed him to sleep. A boa constrictor lived in the teapot tree and slithered down his trunk to where the man was sleeping. He looked at the gash that the axe had made in the tree. Then the huge snake slithered very close to the man and hissed in his ear.
Senorita, this tree is a tree of miracles. It is my home. For generations of my ancestors have lived. Do not chop it down.
A butterfly flew near the sleeping man's ear.
Senorita, our home is in this teapot tree. We fly to tree, from flower to flower to light to flower. This is how we pollinate all the trees and flowers throughout the rainforest. You see, all of us living things depend on one another.
A troop of monkeys scraped down from the canopy to the teapot tree. They chattered in the sleeping woman's ear.
Senorita, we have seen the way of the man. You chop down one tree, then come back for another and another. Soon their great trees' roots will wither and die, and there will be nothing left to hold the earth in place. When the heavy rains come, it will wash away all the soil, and the forest will become a desert.
A toucan flew down from the canopy.
Look, we must not chop down this tree. We have to lower the rainforest and soil and trees. Don't you begin to chop down this tree. People settle on the land and set fire to fuel the energy. Don't you begin to chop down this tree. The forest is clear and one side of life and back and forth.
Some bright and small tree frog crawled along the edge of the leaf in squeaky voice. They piped in the man's ear.
Senorita, your rainforest means your life and my being. You will lose some of my best homes if you cut down.
A jaguar had been sleeping along in the branch in the middle of the tree. Because his spotted coat blended into the dappled light of the shadows of the understory, no one had noticed him. Now he leaped down and paddled silently over to the sleeping man and growled in his ear.
Senorita, the teapot tree is my home. To many birds and animals, if you cut it down, where I'll find my dinner.
A tree porcupine swung down from branch to branch and whispered in the man's ear.
Senorita, do you know what humans and animals need to live? Oxygen. And Senorita, do you know what trees produce? Oxygen. If you cut down this forest, which gives us life.
An ant deer climbed down from the kapok tree with her baby clinging onto her back. The unstriped ant deer said to the sleeping man,
Senorita, you cut down this tree with no thought of the future. You know what happens tomorrow depends upon you and what you do today. The big man told you to cut down beautiful trees. He did not think of his own children, and tomorrow must live in a world without trees.
a three-toed sloth again climbing down from the canopy when the men first appeared. Only now did she reach the ground, plodding ever so slowly over to the sleeping man. She spoke in a deep, lazy voice.
Senorita, how much is beauty worth? Can you live without it? If
If you destroy the beauty of the rainforest, on what will you feast your eyes?
A child from the Yamanada tribe who lived in the rainforest knelt over the sleeping man and murmured in his ear.
Senorita, when you awake, please look upon us with all new eyes.
The man awoke with a start. Before him stood in the rainforest, child and all. Around him, starting were the creatures who depended upon the great Kapok tree. What wondrous and rare animals there were! The man looked about and saw the sun, jewels amidst in the dark green forest. Strange and beautiful plants seemed to dangle in the air. Suspended from the great Kapok tree, the man smelled the fragrant perfume of their flowers. He felt the steamy mist rinsing from the forest floor, but he heard no sound. For the creatures were strangely silent. The man stood up and picked up his axe and he swung his arms through to strike the tree. Suddenly he stopped and turned and looked at all the animals and the child. He hesitated and dropped the axe and walked out of the rainforest.